Welcome, everybody. Could you give me a sound check before we start this 30-minute power talk? Just a yes would be great. Thank you so much. That's a thumbs up. I guess that's a yes. Brilliant. Welcome, everybody, to this, I guess, short seminar, workshop, introduction into absent healing. What I'm going to share with you today is the golden nuggets of truth, as Don Tolman would say. Golden nuggets of truth means that truth, that truest truth that you feel and you know exists, but you didn't even know. But then when you hear it, oh my God, yes, this makes sense. This feels right. And I'm hopefully going to share that with you today. If it doesn't resonate, it doesn't resonate. If it does, fantastic. Don't worry about it. There's other people out there who can share this with you that may resonate with you. So how we begin, absent healing, first of all, there is no space and time. It took me 9 years to really, truly understand this. There is no space and time. If you clear the concept that your science has limited you to believe that there is space and there is time, there isn't. Not in this part of the world that we live in and work in and experience. That is the spiritual aspect. That is the aspect that can't be seen and can't be felt by science, but by human people who have this consciousness inside, who do feel and do realize that there is absolutely no boundaries in this field of work. There is no, oh, this is as much as you can do, or this is as little as you can do. All of that's out of the window. It means nothing in this half an hour talk. So no space and time. Secondly, what you've been taught as a child and from science is a lie, complete lie. Nearly 99% is a lie. So if you unlearn yourself and begin right from this moment, that is the most powerful way to begin. This is why I say to everybody, when they come to the Pure Energy Healing Academy, if they come with no expectations, if they come with no, I know this, I know that, if they come saying, I don't know why I'm here, I just felt I needed to be here, that is the most perfect place, because now you are open to all that is and ever will be and shall be forever. It's always here. It's there to be taken. And after this half an hour, you can take this golden nugget of truth and utilize it in your daily actions, daily mantras, daily rituals, whatever you want to call it, the meditation moments, and imply it, use it in any way you want. Now, second, there is no right and wrong at all. What I share with you, you cannot do wrong. I am not a sharer, a giver, a guide who says this is how you do it exactly. And if you don't do it this way, you're doing it wrong. That is not a guide. That is somebody who is filled with ego. So there is no right and wrong in the way you do this. And the reason why I say this is because I want you to use your creativity and follow what feels right and add to this so it becomes so unique to you that nobody else can replicate this. It's the way you do it. So does it work? 100%. Why does it work, Mark? Because at the end of my healing career of 13 years, constant, day in, day out, every single day, Monday to Sunday, I would use this technique at the very end of my healing practice, where 90% of my healing work was online, was via a photo, via just my attuning to whoever, and so on. So everything that I'm sharing with you worked. Why? Because I was fully booked for months. I was a busy healer. Now, if I didn't do any good, if it didn't work, do you think anybody would come to me? So that is the proof. That is my proof. Okay. I dealt from the highest levels of corporate to famous to mums and dads and people like you and me, just normal folk. Every day. I was all over the world. I was also stationed in one little room working just like this. So the proof was in the pudding. People were coming back saying, I feel better, Mark. Oh my God, something's changed in me, Mark. I'm like, wow, it does work. So I'm not an ego healer. I am not here to say I was born with this gift. We're all born with this gift. What I can tell you is that I work bloody hard to get this right. Every day I practice, every day I meditated, every day I cleansed, every day I cleared, every day I worked on myself to become a fine tune to this bridge. And here lies the first golden nugget of truth. The bridge between the spirit world and our world, it needs to be somehow connected. And what I found is that there is a connection and spirit does come to you and does heal you, but there's a profound moment where if you can create the same frequency in your room, in your energy, and then you step into the screen and bring that energy with you into the room where you're sending healing to, you're absent healing to, it's like poof, something happens and the spirit world can come in and touch that person you're working on and give healing. Now, this sounds crazy. I know it does. But give me a moment to explain. While clients are here lying down on the healing bed, where the sofa is, it used to be a healing bed there. I used to be doing healing work, and that was fantastic. But sometimes, just sometimes, I could be doing the healing work, and all of a sudden, I can feel the presence of spirit coming through. So they basically come into the room. So who is that? I didn't really care who it was. I just know it came with an energy of pure love, no fear, no worry, but ultimate joy, and this feeling that I feel at utter peace. When I feel spirit is in and around my energy, they're not taking over me, they're in the energy that I created. I could move away from that particular place and start working somewhere else, knowing that the spirit would be working on them in that energy frequency for how long that frequency stayed. So there's something in this that no other healer talks about. I have never heard another healer express this ever. And I have listened to a lot of healers. And the reason why I realize this is because when the client got up and I thought, wow, I could feel somebody in this room, they would confirm to me, Mark, you weren't working alone. Like, really? What do you mean? You were working on my feet, and then I opened my eyes because somebody was working on my head, and I realized that there was nobody at my feet when I opened my eyes, but you were at my head. This was a constant. So it made me realize that what I was feeling was something that was real, and I wasn't going crazy. So what I'm trying to explain to you now is profound to the healing part of this, okay? And that is, if you can create good energy in your space before you start to do this work, if you can create the energy of moving through the screen without being a screen, with just walking straight up to your client or your loved one and giving them healing, and then create that same energy in that room and then walk back again and then finish off in a way that I'm going to share with you, I promise you it works every time. It works every time. So that's the overall truth. Let's start from the beginning now and let's do this power chat, which we're up to 11 minutes now. Okay. First of all, preparation work. Don't do this when you're not feeling well. Do it on yourself when you're not feeling well. Cleanse your space when you're not feeling well and ask for spirit to come into your space and to heal you. But don't send healing to somebody else. You can only, when you go out to a nightclub, when you go out for a party or a good time, right? You normally go out when you're feeling well, right? Makes sense. You're not going to go out because you're not your best. You're feeling your best. So there's no point, because I want to feel my best to be able to go out. And that goes from everything that you do. So use this as just the same principle. I'm only going to do it when I'm really strong. Okay. That way, the frequency around you when you're feeling strong is a powerful frequency, really powerful. So I feel all good today. I feel happy, I feel joyful. Okay, I can do this. All right then. So if you're now sat in a comfortable position or you're laying down in a comfortable position, you are now creating that energy because you have no pain. You're not itching. You're not feeling bad. You've not got a backache. You are in a good position to do healing. There's no disturbance. The room is beautiful. Nobody's coming in and out screaming in your ear. You've got this moment for yourself. Great. Brilliant place to start. The room that you're in needs to be of good energy as well. So you could have created negative energy through the week. Cleanse the room. Sage is the best thing to use, but you can use Palo Santo sticks like I use. Then once you've got your room in good energy, brilliant. That means you are now able to create that very same energy which is within you around the room and as far as you want. So imagine energy is like pure and it's there to fix and heal and cleanse and clear and to bring life to that room and to clear the room. If your room's clear, then the room doesn't need to go anywhere other than where you're directing it to, which is your loved one. Makes sense. It's just sense. Okay. Secondly, use what feels right on your third eye, crown chakra, heart, stomach. Cleanse yourself, clear yourself. I use Agua de Florida. I have a set of 10 oils. I will choose the right oil to match with my client. So just say that you've got somebody who's, just say your daughter's just been heartbroken. I'm going to now look for some oil that works on the heart and to clear the heart and to clear the mind. So I'm going to rub an oil on my heart and rub an oil on my third eye. As a client in this room, I would do the same. I would choose a certain oil and ask the client to rub it on themselves at a certain place, like the heart or the third eye or the temples, and I would use the same oil to connect with them, okay? But that's just one-to-one. We're doing absent healing now. So you rub it on as if you're ready to rub it onto your client when you go across in that same frequency energy. You'll feel it. Once the oil starts to work, it works with you. And it starts to open you up to new possibilities of healing beyond our understanding. Palo Santo is fantastic. Absolute sage is fantastic. Frankincense, fantastic. These oils that work with you are amazing, okay? Prepare yourself, get yourself ready. So now you're sat down, you're comfortable, you feel great, you're ready to give healing to somebody that you love. There are certain things that you can do to start this practice. And the way I start it is by, first of all, looking at either a photo or if the person is opposite me on Zoom or wherever, looking at me on the screen, I will ask them to lie down and sit comfortable if they want to participate in this. Okay. If they don't and they're not participating and you're just sending healing to them, then I'd stick a picture right in front of me and visualize that person if they're not there. So if they're there, if they're not there, it's the same thing. It doesn't make any difference. Put the photo there and you start to look at the photo. You get comfortable. You do some nice deep breaths in and out, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Get comfortable, breathe, and start to look at that photo or the image of that person that you're sending healing to. Now, on a side note, I've got a book over there with over, I think, 600 names in. I'll scan through all of those names and put them all together as one single image. So if you're doing more than one healing on different people, like if you want to heal 5 at one time, you bring all 5 together and silhouette them into one person as a silhouette. So you're not actually looking at a face of that person, you're looking at their silhouette. I normally look at them from the back from here. So I imagine that I am at the back of this 5 people are in one. That works really well. Okay. But if we're going to start, we'll do it by one person at a time. So we look at the photo, we see that photo and we see them. And now what we do is when we've got a full visualization of that person, we're going to close our eyes and see them in a way as we've just seen them with our eyes open. So now I can see them. Okay. Perfect. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get up, but not physically. I am going to see myself get up and walk straight through the screen or the photo, and I'm going to see them sat down. They're sat in a seat like I'm sat in a seat. And I'm going to go to either their front or their back, and I'm going to place my hands on them, whether it's on their shoulder, on their head, on their temples, on their heart, maybe to the side of them where I've got my hand on their heart and one on their back. Wherever feels comfortable, I am going to place my hands on them now. So this is what we do. We go through the photo. We are now actually in no space and time. We are with them at that moment, and we are giving healing. Always remember to breathe through the nose and blow out through the mouth, because at this moment in time, you are healing that soul. Now, as the days and weeks and months go by, you can actually start to feel if there's any pain on that person, your loved one, and you can start working on that pain. If you feel any pain on you, make that be a benchmark to where you're going to heal your client. So, oh, my stomach starts to hurt when I'm working on them. Oh, my head starts to hurt. Follow that pain or that intuition to the place where you're working. You place your hands on them. I normally use two hands, either one here and one here, one here, one here. I don't normally lift my hand up so much these days. I'm more of a placing my hand on them and just sending healing energy to them. I will work on that body for as long as I feel I need to. It might be 5 minutes, it might be 10 minutes, then it might even be an hour. However I feel, I'll work on them. And then I normally look at them and smile, and I wait for them to smile back at me. I wait for them to say thank you. I wait for me to say thank you to them for allowing me to do it. That's just my little added creation. Then I'll ask them to get up, and I'll give them a hug, a really big hug. And then I'll say, skip. And what they do is they skip around the chair, all around the chair, and we'll both laugh. And sometimes I'll follow them by skipping. And I see them skipping. I see them well. I see them happy. I see them healthy. And I use the word thank you a lot in the healing session. I don't think about what I'm doing in the sense of, I need to do this, I need to do that. I just place my hands where I know the work needs to be done. Why? Because what you're actually doing is creating an energy around them. The hows and the whys and the musts are irrelevant. It's just focusing that energy and that love and that healing. That's it. And as you create that energy around you and within you and in that room, there are times that spirit will now come into that room, because that room is healed. It's got the same energy you have in your room, and their family in the spirit world will then sometimes touch them, and they'll feel their family, and they'll cry, and they'll feel better. So we are a conduit wherever we are in the world to give healing. So that is how I do the absent healing, right? I will not rush. I will not say how long. I will not have any boundaries or limits, and I will definitely not tell you what's right and wrong. That is kind of like a little bit of a structure for you to work on, to start working on. And then from there, you follow what feels right. You might start to add sound therapy to it. You might start to do a certain practice, or you might start to use a mantra. It doesn't matter. What matters is the intention of you, and you not having this monkey mind saying, oh, it's not working. This can't work. You got to clear all that away, because that is just your mind limited by science and what you've been programmed as a child. You are more powerful than you can imagine, and you can heal anybody anywhere in the world. There is no space and time, and healing is free, and it's given with love, with the right intention. You can do this. So once you've done that and you've come back into your space, you're now going to cleanse yourself down. It's utterly important to do the same as you did at the start. Clear yourself down, use sage again, or use your incense sticks, and just sit and I just normally say thank you. I just say thank you, because I know I'm receiving healing at the same time. So once that's done, that might take 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Once that's done, it's ended. Now, what I mean by ended is it's not ended. It's going to continue for 7 days. So what you've done in theory is placed a seed of light inside their heart, which is now going to grow. Now, the only way that seed of light is going to stop, the only way you're going to cut this beautiful process that's ongoing, is by fear. And most healers fail because they fear. They fear that what they've done is not good enough. They feared what they've done because they need to know if they feel better, if that person feels better. That is ego and fear. You don't if you need to know how your client's feeling, then you don't really know how to heal. Okay. So this is the next golden nugget of truth. After you finish, you have to know wholeheartedly that what you've done is enough. This is my best. I've done enough. And that's it. You cannot heal somebody. You can only give healing for them to heal themselves, or the spirit world to heal, which means that I have done as much as I can do as far as your path allows, because I don't know that tomorrow you might pass away because it was your moment to pass. But what you gave was enough. What I did was enough. What I did was out of my heart, and that's it. There is no need to ask for permission, because there is no need to ask for permission, in the sense that there's a reason why you're here doing it now. I wouldn't come here now doing it if it wasn't real. So why would I need to ask for permission if a family member sends me a message, or you send me a message saying you need a healing session, or I feel that I've connected with you because I feel like that person's really poorly and not well? There's a reason why, out of the billions of people who share messages daily, that I have been asked by this unique universe. That's why my eyes caught eyes on this and you, and that's why I'm sending healing to you. This idea of you didn't get permission and I don't want people to give me healing that I don't like is utterly, utterly dark, in my opinion. I'm sorry, it's dark. Why would you not want somebody to send you love and healing if it comes from a right place? There's only two things in this world that you can do when you heal. You can heal somebody, or you do nothing. And that's it. I'm sorry, but that's it. You start saying, oh, but they can send negative energy, they can help. No, I'm sorry, guys. It doesn't work like that. Doesn't work like that. That's only being put there to send fear into you, to make you worry about everything, and then to think everybody can send bad thoughts. And no, it doesn't work like that. Only two things can happen when a healing session takes place. You either give healing, or you do nothing. Now, there is something in the fact that if you're one-to-one with somebody and you're in their energy, right? And a healer is giving a client a healing session, but the healer is feeling not very well. I can see that sometimes the person having the healing session is actually giving healing to the healer because they're stronger than the healer. That's true. But when we come to this kind of work, sorry, guys, you don't need to ask for permission. The spirit world has led you there for a reason. So you just give your love and healing. And as long as you do it with the utmost love and sincerity, you're doing it because you want to out of love for no other reason, then that's how I believe it works. If it's your job and you get paid to do it, then you have to work bloody hard to get this right. You've got to keep working at it. And practice makes perfect. So ultimately, what you do now is, I did my best. Look up, say, that's my best. Now I leave it to you, and let the spirit world deal with that. If at any time you start to worry about them, you've broken that beautiful ceremony that you just created, that absent healing. It's gone, it's finished, it's broken now. Okay, it's severed. Why? Because you start to put fear into it. I wonder if they're better. I wonder if they're okay. You've killed it. So just leave it at that. If your client or your friend says, oh, I'm feeling so much better today, say, oh, I'm so happy for you. Don't say, oh, that's because I sent healing to you. Ego. If that's what it's about, go on, be off with you. That's not what this is about. Be off with you and find another form of work. Don't. Just stop it. Go away. Right? Ugh, yuck. So we all send healing to each other without even realizing sometimes, just a single thought of love. So it's a normal thing that we do from day to day. I have 4 minutes to go. This was a half an hour power talk on absent healing. If you've got any questions now, ask now for 4 minutes and I'll try and answer them. As you can tell, I can't stand ego in this field of work. It's a pet hate. One of the things that we should never do is become emotionally attached to any form of absent healing is going to kill it, and it's going to exhaust you, and it's not going to work. So you have to put your emotions aside and do a job, do that work, and that's it. That's it. So then that energy that you work with is the flow of the universal energy of healing. As soon as you become emotionally attached, don't do it. Don't do it. Not good. Not good. Got to be in a good place. So, if a member of my family was sick now, I'd like, oh my God, you'd feel terrible. But if I then come to do this healing, I take that away and I then do the job, do the work. That's a golden nugget of truth. Again, don't get attached, don't get emotional, and don't do the work if you are. Great question in that. Bingo, Gary. That is the key to how this works. Any more questions? Hi, Jennifer. Any more questions, guys? Anything is possible. Spinel is a good crystal for working with the spine. Yeah, I like the crystals. Like it's not a crystal, but I like mother of pearl, and I like natural pearl. That's great for bone and healing as well. But yeah, those that are just springing to mind. There are so many ways to cleanse yourself. I spent years using different oils, incense, and cleansing. Sage is number one. You can get that anywhere and you can burn it around you. That works tremendously. I have oils that I work with, but again, depending on what feels right at the time. So I have 10 oils that I work with, and I'll choose a certain oil to use at that time for that client. So it's very individual. It's very in the moment and what feels right. Follow that gut feeling for sure. Yeah, thinking too much is the killer of healing. This mind kills everything. It stops everything. So you have to get out of your mind. That's the biggest battle. Like I say to everybody, the greatest battle you'll ever have is between your heart and mind. And it's an ongoing thing. No, I don't know what that means. Sorry. Sessions. Yawning is a cleansing expression of clearing negative energy. Coughing is an expression of venting trapped trauma. Hiccups are venting of trauma deep. So there's many different things that happens, but they're all positive. Advice really on the cat is basically absent healing or hands-on healing, only for about 5 minutes maximum, because they absorb healing very quickly. Crystals are used. Look online for crystals to put around your cat. That absolutely helps the energy in that place. Don't use sage in that room. Use sage another room where your cat isn't in, and then take your cat into the room after the sage is all gone. That's a beautiful energy of healing and cleansing your cat. But cats are self-healers, by the way. So yeah, I don't use tuning forks, but they are fantastic. I know that for a fact. No idea. Of course. Why not? Why wouldn't you be able to? Of course. I don't know what any of that is. Sorry. That's lovely. Good for you. I like that. It is an amazing journey every day. Okay, I'm good. Right, it's half an hour. that's another that's another subject matter. So I want to keep it like this, nice and easy, rather than talking about anything to do with demonic and darker energies. This is just all about absent healing, golden nugget of truth that if you apply this, you might feel absolutely incredible. Please, thanks guys. Please don't, people sending money, don't send money, guys. But thank you. I have to turn that off. I don't even know why they did that at work. But anyway, thank you so much. Love you all. If this means something to you, this half an hour segment, right, was from 4 days of online and interactive pure energy healing. So that comes from the Pure Energy Healing Academy, and that is the course that I teach. So that, imagine what you've just learned in half an hour. Imagine you've got 4 days of learning pure energy healing. This is just part of it. We talk about how to heal animals. We talk about how to cleanse yourself in deeper ways. 4 days. So that course now is, I think Leila Sati has just made a sliding scale, or I think she's deducted 25% off the price. If you want to learn and you're ready to learn now, get yourself over to the Pure Energy Healing Academy, send a message to them saying, I believe there's a discount of 25%, do one of the courses and become the most powerful healer that you already are. If you're not feel drawn to that, go and find a healing technique, whether it be Reiki, pranic, whatever healing technique, but go and learn how to heal. Be the best healer you can be. If you do join the Pure Energy Healing Academy, it's 4 days and you must take the 4 days off. Don't be buying it and then saying, oh, this is no good for me. You've got to take 4 days off. 4 days. It's an intense video online course, but it's 4 days that may change your life forever. So I'm wishing you all a great day, guys. Thank you so much for your kindness, your love, and I'm wishing you a great day. Underneath here, I'm going to now put this out on YouTube. I'm going to download it and put it out on YouTube. And I would ask you, if you like this and you want me to do a power talk for half an hour on a certain subject, like this one here is about the concept of using healing and I don't know, dark energy, demon using this method. I don't know what that actually means, but we just send a message, one message of what you'd like me to talk about, only to do with healing, nothing else, just healing. That's my understanding. So I can talk about healing in many concepts. So I'm wishing you all a great day. Thanks for being here. I enjoyed that. I'm going to get something to eat now, some fresh vegetables, and cleanse myself. So, yeah, take care, everybody. And just on a side note, there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 crystals that are going to be, I think 21 people have donated to the Richie Allen Show this week. 21 people. So out of them 21 people thus far, there's another, I think, 7 more days to go. If you make a donation of 5, you'll get a ticket to win one of those crystals there. That's just to help the Richie Allen Radio Show. One of these beauties here. Look! Yeah, Herkimer diamond. Look at the size of that beauty. A beautiful piece of fluoride that I work on. This has an amazing story. This here is blue lace agate. Massive, beautiful piece. And a gorgeous piece of pyrite. Look at that. Okay, I'm going to shut up now. Wishing you all a great day. So what you do is you go to the Richie Allen Show. If you pay €5 for a ticket, you get 1 ticket. If you buy 10 euros, you get 2 tickets. Then come over to info@markbajerski.com and tell the team that you've just purchased either 1 ticket or 10 tickets, whatever it is. And then we'll put you into the raffle next week to win one of those beautiful pieces. Have a great day, guys. Love you all. Take care. Oh, yeah. Last thing. There's a special offer for 24 hours on all my oils, which is normally $295. It's now $100, including free DHL delivery worldwide. Take advantage, because this is an amazing offer if you are going out to buy oils today. It's a brilliant, brilliant offer, and my oils are freaking amazing. I can't show you them, but they're over there and they're amazing. So have a great day. And yeah, Take care, guys. It's been a blast. Loved it. Bye, guys. Bye.